Hi, Capricorn. This is Tara. Welcome to your November 2016 mid-month psychic tarot forecast. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and especially all of my subscribers and those of you who are new. I really appreciate it, and I encourage those that haven't to go ahead and click on the subscribe button. That way you will receive these in your inbox twice a month, the beginning of the month and mid-month. I also want to encourage you to remember that the new moon is November 29th in Sagittarius. So this new moon is about a great time to benefit from new ideas and information, fresh ideas that come up. So you may be in a conversation with someone and not really paying attention to them, but all of a sudden something like a light bulb goes off as, that's a little piece of gold nugget I could use. So just kind of listen to what you feel may be important in conversations that you are having. Okay, Sagittarius. Well, before I turned on the recorder, these three cards came out. These two especially from the top, and then this one from the bottom. So they were very specific for you all this time. It's funny because Gemini, they sort of flew out. With you all, they're just very specific of the top two after I shuffled, and then the bottom one. So let's talk about them. And actually what's interesting is the top two are very similar in nature. Let's talk about these. The first one is the Six of Chalices, or the Six of Cups. And this has to do with past memories, childhood memories, feeling in love with, some of the things you did as a child, remembering those, looking at old, sometimes people have, if you're old enough, you have scrapbooks or you have pictures that you're looking at. You may have pictures that, you're looking at your family. It may be also, too, that some of you, if there's any loved ones that have passed on, that you're remembering good times when you were a youth or a kid, and say you just went to the, every Saturday was going to the store and shopping, or, buying something for yourself, and your parents or your grandparents did that for you. And it was just a great day, a movie day, something that really made you happy. So that's just some of the intuitive things I'm picking up that might be, of course, for some of you Capricorns, and this would be Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Make sure and watch your moon and rising signs as well. They can be very advantageous as far as additional insights, or maybe they resonate more. I've heard that with a lot of people with the moon sign. But this card is basically, looking at the past, enjoying those childhood memories. As you can see, the two kids here, they're very cute. They've had their tea party, and the cups and their silverware are all out. He has the canary, he's holding that. So it feels like a bit of communication. It might be, too, that you're hearing from some childhood friends that you went with either elementary, high school, even college, going as far as that age. And this normally doesn't come up with this card, but that you're in conversation with, or say they're coming into town, and for, if you're in the U.S., the Thanksgiving holidays, or you're getting together for dinner. I just feel like this is around your childhood, and remembering some of the good old days with friends, and really enjoying those. You see how they're holding hands. It's very much of a amorous type of feeling, loving type of feeling. And the second card that came up is the same as the Fool card. It's called the Greensman in this particular deck. And this card also has people playing in it. Now, these aren't kids. They're more like teenagers or early 20s. But there is a bit of fun that I'm seeing in this card that's coming out. Usually the Fool means a brand new journey, ready to go on that journey, not knowing where you're going, but you have what you need with you. You're ready for some new excitement, adventure, out with the old, in with the new. So some of you that are picking up and moving to a different location, moving across the country, or moving to a different country, or just, cleaning out your house and starting just brand new is what it feels like. And it might be too that I'm hearing some traveling. So any of you Capricorns that are going to be traveling this month, and it's not so much for the holidays if you're in the U.S., but it feels like it's more around this new opportunity that you have. It's interesting. I'm getting two playfulness cards around this, or two feelings of playfulness. As you can see, here's joy and here's joy here. So it feels like, Capricorn, towards the middle of November, that you all really feel your childlike happiness and your playfulness and singing and humming to yourselves and listening to music. Maybe you turn on music at home if you're at home or in the car, but having a little bit of a lighter attitude, an attitude of not having that heavy burden on your shoulders, but more of just like, whew, deep breath, connecting to your heart space, connecting to your inner child. When we do that, we remember what really makes us happy in life. And what makes us happy is our essence, our soul, our spirit is trying to communicate to us and with us. When I do people's numerology, one of the things I do is I take all the vowels from your name, and that tells me your soul urge. Every letter corresponds with the number 1 through 9. And it's amazing to me when I do people's numerology, their chart, that their soul urge usually corresponds with another number, main number in their chart. And the soul urge is how you handle the ups and downs in life. How do you make decisions? Like I say, a number 7 soul urge would analyze and intuit, where a number 1 would really, jump forward and say, I don't know, but let's just take action. So I guess the reason I'm bringing that up is, well, yes, if you do want a numerology reading, it brings out a lot of personality traits, especially with you, and then also relationships, if you want to take a look at that. But also it feels like this has to do with your inner self, although these cards, usually the inner spiritual cards are darker in nature. They have purple in them. They have the moon in them. And although these are definitely physical, outdoor green, I'm seeing a lot of green in these cards. So grounding, being around nature, maybe having fun in nature, taking your dog on walks. Although they're not of spiritual nature, I am, though, still getting that a lot of you are maybe feeling your childlike happiness. Really, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you want to, stick in a CD and sing to it, hum to it. I keep getting music. All right. Interesting. Let's see what the third card is. The Knight of Swords. And the Knight is, of course, someone who is normally ready to go, gung-ho. He's not the page anymore, so he's not brand new, and he's not the queen who's like a channel, or the king who's a master, but he is a gung-ho person. And the swords have to do with our ideas, kind of our inspiration. That's more the wands, but ideas are inspiration, right? They can be. And that's what it feels like this night is for me, for you, is an inspirational idea that you're ready to move forward. You're ready to take action. You have a couple of these. This is about remembering the past, but these two are more are going on a new adventure. Forging ahead. He's moving rather quickly. So what I would say, if you have an idea you want to move forward with, the caution here is to make sure that you have everything in place, that you have, all the T's crossed and the I's dotted. In other words, if you're wanting to move forward with a venture, and this indicates that you are, or that you're ready for a life change, then, just make sure that you have your foundation in place. If you're getting ready to open a business, you know, just, the employees that are in place, any health care that you may need, or make sure that you have all your products and your manufacturers lined up, that you're not overstepping yourself and moving too quickly, because the Knight of Swords can, like the Knight of Wands, move very quickly with an idea. The Knight of Swords does. And he's great because he's inspiring to us, because wow, he's like, okay, let's go. But let's draw some clarification cards. I'm not saying but don't do it, but just make sure that you're everything's in line. Everything is, all the details are taken care of. So let's see a lot of greenery in this, Capricorn. Lots of greenery. Wow, okay. So the Six of Chalices, what came up was the Five of Swords, though in reverse. And the Five of Swords normally would be a card to me that represents battling among people, different thoughts, different ideas, competitiveness. It doesn't mean it's always argumentative, but it's different ideas than other people have around you. So it may be that it's in reverse. So it may be that even conversations you've had with people, and they may not be exactly like you are, have the same like-mindedness or the same ways of doing things, has brought you back to the point of thinking about your family, your childhood friends, because we always connect with them because that was our foundation when we were growing up. So we resort to those feelings, those thoughts when our grown-up life, our adult life, things are like, it's like, how would I be if I were a child? Well, you'd be more loving, more compassionate and open and silly, basically. So it feels to me like any type of discussion that's gone on that you've had, and it's brought you back to your originality, your originality. Well, it does make you original, doesn't it? But it's brought you back to your days of fondness for your childhood memories. Wow, another card in reverse. The Six of Pentacles. And the Pentacles cards have to do with our money, our finances, our property, our home. And it's in reverse. So that's how it would be normally. That's very much about giving to other people, being helpful, charitable. In reverse. So you may feel like that, you know what? I have done stuff for other people. I've given my kids college money. I've paid for my son's new car. I've helped my elderly parents. And, now you're wanting to go on this journey and really do something for yourself. I'm getting a real feeling of needing to let go of any stress that's been on your back, Capricorn. Truly. And I mean, feeling like pains in the back, near your spine and your shoulder blade area. I am getting right agility or non-agility, let's just put it that way, in someone's right shoulder. And also the right eye, and I'm seeing a blue eye, so I mean that could be a lot of different people. But just make sure you go to the eye doctor. I'm also getting feet. That comes up every so often. It's very interesting, and usually that means to me that people just need to ground more, because when we do trip or have accidents when we're walking, a lot of times it's we're in our head space. So just make sure that you do, you feel your body, you're in your body, and you guys are very grounded anyway. Maybe that's why there's so much green in this. You guys aren't earth sign. So, it just feels like to me you want to be happy-go-lucky. And a Knight of Swords. Why is this coming up? All right, well, you're ready to, you're ready to make some money, happy home, happy family, being enjoying, being happy where you are, enjoying your life, enjoying your romance, your kids, your animals, and that is making you want to forge a new path and take on these ideas. You do have the Emperor that comes up, so it does feel like there is a father figure or a boss who is telling you to slow down a little bit. I am getting some younger Capricorns on this particular reading. I'm getting some in the 20s Capricorns. I'm going to pull out a few more cards here. Then the Seven of Rods comes up. So that's a little bit about, that is not a little bit, it's about having different opinions as well with creative ideas. And so just, again, make sure all your documents are signed. You'll have, some of you have started new ventures, you've had some training, you've had some maybe licensing to do new work, new different types of work. But then the World card does come up. So the World card indicates that, you know, everything's going to fall in place beautifully and successfully. And the World card indicates accomplishment, achievement spiritually, angelic blessings, financially, in every different way. So, you know, interesting reading, Capricorn. None of the cards are facing each other, so usually that's a giveaway as to what's going on. I do feel like after this feeling of, yeah, let's go have a playful adventure, you're like getting an idea out of that. Out of play, you're getting good ideas and you're ready to move forward very, very quickly. So just be aware of that. And I also want to draw a Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic deck card. And this one wants to come out. Lightning, power. All right. So you guys have a lot of power right now to make things happen. This could be seriously like it feels like a lightning bolt. And I said earlier in the video, you know, at the beginning, around the new moon, November 29th, to pay attention to what comes up, because you may get and receive an awesome idea, and it's like a golden nugget. It could be like power to you and giving you that umph and make you really want to take off, because this feels like it's more fun and okay, we're going along, we're happy. Now I've got something I want to go with. So I feel like you're going to have that. Use the power to really tap into your resources, your intuitive resources, where there's a lot of water in this card. And I feel like you can manifest. There's a lot of wind too. Wow. Okay. You guys are going to feel powerful by the end of November, a lot of you. So let me add these up numerologically. 6 and 1 is 7. And I was talking about 7 earlier, and 7 has to do with analyzing. It has to do with being intuitive about what it is that you're moving forward with, so you can express yourself. And I feel like that's very important for you guys. I'm also going to connect it to the Major Arcana cards, and 7 in Major Arcana card is the Chariot. So that just feels like that, you know, it's complementary to what's going on here. First you're kind of reminiscing, then you're ready for this sort of kind of fun, playful, let's go on a new adventure, but then you're serious about it. And the Chariot card comes up when you've had some misunderstandings, you've had some maybe negative situations, but you're ready to move past that. Again, new beginnings, move past what hasn't worked, and to forge ahead. So if you'd like your own private reading, Capricorn, make sure and get in touch with me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. You can reach me via email there, or you can go on my website, taraventura.com, and let me know what's going on with you guys. I think you're going to have a good rest of the month. I don't see any really negative. This comes up with the children again quite a bit. So, you know, pay attention to your children. You might be around children. I wouldn't doubt that for a lot of you, that the family dynamics, but do listen to conversations you have with other people. I think there's a stroke of insight that comes up. All right, thank you so much. Make sure to reach out to me if you have any questions or comments. Leave those below, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.